What is happening, YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, aka Pat Phoenix, and I'm coming to you today with a video that shows Jae Crowder, NBA player who was just in the finals, down terribly, okay? And it's gonna show, I'm gonna talk about this on a slightly deeper level at the end, where I'm gonna be talking about a deeper issue, because guys do this all the time, what he just did. Now, let's talk about who he is. Jae Crowder, 6'6", 234, strong as an ox, plays in the NBA. He's going to be making $29 million over the next 3 years. This guy is the elite of the elite when it comes to money and prestige. And, you know, in this society, athletes are highly prized. They're like the the finest of racehorses, you know? So let's get to the story. Rumors, Suns Jae Crowder down bad shooting his shot at Instagram model. First off, you have to understand you're a man of notoriety, of fame, prestige. So you talking to any woman, especially digitally where it can be saved, there's a good chance they're gonna expose it because it boosts their ego and their confidence, because they can tell all their girlfriends that you, the NBA player making $29 million, chose me because I'm the shit. That's how they think of it. Okay? So you have to understand, when you approach them, you have to do it in a way that you're also not going to look bad, because there's a very good chance they're going to put your business out there. How many times have we seen this movie where they put the guy's business out there? Happens all the time. Excuse me. The Phoenix Suns have already tasted the bitter agony of rejection during the NBA Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now Jae Crowder allegedly just took another L. I mean, that's the least of it. The Suns forward was caught sliding into DMs of a certain Instagram model, but instead of getting a flirtatious message right back, his attempt to hook up was broadcast on social media for the world to see. Now, for the record, there's nothing wrong with sliding in DMs. Like, nothing is wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with being turned down. Like, but it's how you go about it. Now let's look at the female. Okay, is she ugly? Definitely not. But is she a 10? Definitely not. I would give her 7.5. Looks like, you know, she's cute. You know, nothing special. I mean, I probably wouldn't look at her more than twice. Probably like, oh, well, she's all right. That's about it. Like, you know what? I would, like, this is her dressed up. I would say she's probably an 8. I would give her an 8. Okay, that tan needs to go. It doesn't look natural. But if she got rid of that, she'd probably look better. Hey, but that's who this guy making $29 million over 3 years is like throwing his dignity away for, and his self-respect for. Okay, now let's look at the actual DM. Waking up to a message from a Phoenix Suns player wasn't exactly what I expected to wake up to today. I'm sorry, do what? No, legit. Jae Crowder. See, guaranteed, this lady has, because she's an Instagram model, so she's probably got some kind of following. She probably has, at the very least, 50 unread messages, but she saw the blue check, went to look who it was, said, holy shit, it's an NBA player, and then read the DMs and was like, wow, this guy's a cornball. Okay, so the first message: hey love, you have my attention. Scale of 1 to 10, I mean, it's a 5. It's not creepy, not predatory, but it's not clever or charming either. It's right in the middle, just some average shit. Now send me your snap, please, with the emojis. Now the score is going down from a 5, which is not good. This is that guy, can I get a hug territory, and you never want to be in that territory. And now it gets even worse. We have moved from the sunny the sunny weather in Phoenix. Now we're in Siberia, freezing, because we are in the negatives. We're in the negatives with this third response. Sorry, I don't know if you're into black guys or not. This shows either deep insecurity or a a way of like, this guy is a heavy manipulator, because the only two things I think that he could be thinking when he sent this out was, one, that he put her on a pedestal because she's white, and he's like, well, maybe she doesn't like black guys, you know, whatever. Or he's trying to get a response from her by insinuating that she's racist. Okay? By him saying, sorry, I don't know if you're into black guys, especially today where so many people are scared of being called a racist, where that person might be so on the defensive, where they look at that and say, oh my God, I have to let him know that it's not that. So that's the only other reason that he could be sending this out, where he's trying to say, well, maybe if I make her feel bad about this, maybe she'll respond, and then we can have our back and forth. It's only two things I could think of. But besides that, him denigrating himself when he is clearly the catch. I mean, the reason she put his DM out there is because he's the NBA player. He's the one that is the catch. All those other guys in her DM, she's not going to post that because no one cares, including her. But people are going to care that it's Jae Crowder. And this is a bigger issue, where even if you were to go to an average relationship, which I'm an average guy, in average relation, let's first talk about what are the important things in a relationship that make it go. Communication, emotional support, sex, protection, and finances. Correct? I think those would be like the 5 biggest contributors. Now, communication, that's the women do the heavier lifting. Granted, they do more talking, they're more verbal. Emotional support. As a man, you're gonna need her. Say someone dies in the family, maybe you lost your job and things aren't going so well and you need her for some emotional support. You're gonna need those times, but overall, you're gonna be doing more of the heavy lifting. Let's be honest, because she has a guaranteed 1 week of losing her fucking mind where she's gonna need you there. So the guy's doing the heavier lifting when it comes to emotional support. When it comes to protection, no brainer, you're the one doing the protecting. When it comes to sex, we're doing most of the work. We're on top, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then they get on top for 3 to 5 minutes, try and get their rocks off, and then complain about how their legs are tired and get back on the bottom. So even in sex, we're doing most of the heavy lifting. And then when it comes to finances, even in 50-50 relationships, unless you're like some bum ass nigga that doesn't work and doesn't plan on working, even in 50-50 relationships, the guy's usually doing like 55-60%, because we'll go 50-50 on the rent, but the guy's gonna pay the phone bills, the cable, the he's gonna pay all the auxiliary shit, you know, all the ancillary shit. That's what the guy's gonna do. So even in then, it's not really 50-50, right? I mean, so in a relationship, in most relationships, the guy is doing more of the heavy lifting. He's doing more of the work to keep this together. Okay? And guys constantly do things like this where they demean and degrade themselves by putting someone on top that is gonna just sit there and look pretty half the time, especially a female like this. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing here? I mean, you could do better, bro. Like, she's not ugly, but come on, bro. You're 6'6", making $29 million, bro. You can get a way better. You can get a fitness model, an Instagram model that looks way better than her, if it's just about looks for you, my man. But yeah, let me know your comments. I mean, your thoughts in the comments below. Have a good weekend, everybody. Peace.